Hey folks, it's Holy Joe Rock and Roll coming at you live and unscripted, and this is my defense of Mike Brown from Ferguson, Missouri. Nope, I'm not defending his behavior or his actions or even the way he died. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm defending his music and his right to free expression, his right to express himself. There's been some criticism out there that tries to say that because of his music, or if you look at his music, it proves that he was a criminal. It proves that he was a thug. I'm here to defend Mike Brown because music is a way for any person to express themselves creatively. And while it is true, I'm going to put a link down below where you can listen to his music. I'm not trying to be too critical here, but it sucks. Let's be honest, it sucks. Look, not just the lyrics. I'm not talking about bad language or bad subject matter. No, I'm just saying like the rhymes, the rhythm, the recording quality, it's pretty bad. It's pretty poor. I recorded my first album in a dorm room using a cassette tape. And this quality of his sound is better than mine. Of course, I'm in the dorm room. But the terms of like, did Mike Brown graduate from high school? He was 18, so maybe he hadn't graduated yet. Did he drop out from high school? All I'm trying to say is that his use of the English language, his use of concepts, it's very bad. It's very poor. It's very poor quality. There's no hooks. It's hard to make a hook. I know that. Some of my first stuff didn't really have a hook. It just went on and on and on. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to compare it. Like I started writing poetry when I was in the 8th grade, so I was probably 14, 15, talking about, more serious worldly concepts, worldly events. I thought I was more clever, a lot cleverer. But what would have happened if after my first album, I Hate Commuting to the City, which was recorded in my not in my dorm room, but in an apartment in Chicago. What if I would have gotten shot like Mike Brown for whatever reason, and people started listening to my music? What would they say about Holy Joe Rock and Roll? And you can check out all my music on Reverb Nation. I'll put a link down below. All of it you can listen to for free. You can buy I Hate Commuting to the City, my first album. Just click on that. You can buy it. It'll be shipped directly to you. The other albums are pending release. But you can listen to all my music, and you can judge for yourself. If I would have gotten shot after I Hate Commuting to the City was released, what would people say about me? I have a song called I Hate Commuting to the City. And it's based on a true story. I crashed my car. And, of course, it's a little bit exaggerated, but it's based on a true story. What would they say? He was shot by a cop because he hates working. He obviously hates working because he hates commuting to the city, right? Or maybe liberate Kuwait. Oh, obviously he's a warmonger. He wants to fight Saddam Hussein, right? I'm just saying. These are some comparisons that we could make. Now, he's talking about bitches and thugs and busting a cap and all that kind of crazy stuff. But maybe that's just a reflection of his reality or his fantasy world. That's his imagination, where his imagination took him. Or what about tonight? Maybe they'd be thinking, well, he died because he liked, fucking bitches in the clubs. Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't or who didn't? Let's say who didn't when they were younger, right? That's what tonight's all about. It's about tonight, right? I'm just saying, what would they say about me? Or Grenadian Sea, here we go. Grenadian Sea is about the invasion of Grenada. 3,000 troops and Marines were there, ready to drop them from the air. Gonna crush the Big Red Bear and the Cuban connoisseur. I mean, a little bit more sophisticated rhymes than bust a cap in your ass, bitches. I'm just saying. But, the question is he being judged unfairly based on his music? And I think the answer is yes. A man's or woman's music may simply be a way to express themselves, to be creative, to focus your energies in a positive way, even if the content or even if the creation maybe is not so positive in terms of the content or in terms of the message. It's just an expression of life. You know, it's like art. You know, the classic art was like a photograph, right? That to me is art. That to me is talent, right? Motown, music from Motown. This is music. This is art. You know, rap is kind of like modern art. What the fuck is that? You know, most experts tell you that a Picasso is basically, it takes the talent of a 5-year-old. Any 5-year-old can make Picassos. Even the guys who counterfeited Picassos said the same thing. That making Picasso, fake Picassos, was the easiest of all the so-called expert artists that he could copy. So is rap like modern art? I mean, except for, say, you know, think about the Sugar Hill Gang. That stuff, you know, Hotel Motel, Holiday Inn, that stuff's classic. And everything since then is basically forgettable. I don't remember almost any other raps. Till next time, Holy Joe, rock and roll.